BTS imagines when they fell in love with you and confessed with Namjoon the night walk. The streets were quiet after the rain. Kim, Namjoon, and Yen walked side by side beneath the dim street lights. The sense of because his mind wasn't on the book, it was on her. Yen was talking about a poem she had read earlier, explaining the meaning with that thoughtful expressions. Namjoon slowed his steps for a moment. He simply watched her, the way her hair moved in the breeze, the way she looked so passionate about, and suddenly everything made sense. All the songs he had been written lately, all the lyrics that somehow sounded like her again, he said quietly. She turned toward him. His voice softened. I think I figured something out. What? Namjoon stepped closer until the space between them disappeared. I think every love poem I've ever read was trying to describe this feeling. Her heartbeat quickened. What feeling? He reached up and gently. The feeling I get when I look at you. Her breath caught. For a second, neither of them moved. A quiet smile spread across his face. Yeah, he murmurs, I'm definitely in love with you. Jin, the quiet realization. The movie had ended 20 minutes ago, but neither of them moved. Kim Sok-chin sat on one side of the couch while Yen rested beside. The room was dim except for the soft glow of the TV screen. Jin looked down. She had fallen asleep. A small smile appeared. He carefully adjusted the blanket around her, trying not to wake her. As he did, he stirred slightly. Her hand. His heart skipped. She trusted him. That simple thought hit him harder than expected. Jin stared at her face for a moment, noticing details. When her eyes slowly opened, she blinked in confusion. Did I fall asleep? A little, Jin said softly. She sat up quickly. I'm sorry. She looked at him curiously. Jin hesitated for half a second before gently reached for her hand. I think I've been pretending not to notice something that you make this place different. Yoongi, the late night studio. The studio was silent, except for the quiet hum of equipment. When Yoongi sat in his chair staring at the computer screen, but the lyrics in front of him weren't. Because Yen was behind him, curled up on the couch, watching him. After a while, he sighed and spun his chair around. You are distracting. I'm not doing anything, she said. Exactly, she laughed softly. Yoongi stood up and walked toward her slowly. Come here. She raised an eyebrow but stepped closer. What did I do? You existed. She frowned. That sounds like a complaint. It's not. I realized something today, he said quietly. What? You are the reason I can't focus anymore. Her heartbeat speed up. Yoongi. I think I fell for you somewhere between writing songs and pretending I didn't care. Then he. Hoseok, the dance studio. Music echoed through the empty practice room. Jun Hoseok clapped his hand as Yen attempted the choreography again. You missed the turn. She spun the wrong direction and nearly tripped it. Hoseok catch her before she could fall. His hand landed on her waist. The music continued playing in the background, but suddenly neither of them were paying attention. Hoseok noticed how close she was, how warm. You know something, he said quietly. What I think I realized when I fell in love with you. Her eyes widened when probably the first day you walked into the studio. Before she could reply, he leaned. When they separated, she was laughing again. So do I pass the dance lesson now? Hoseok grinned. You passed a different test. Jimin, the gentle confession. The night air was cool on the balcony. Park Jimin leaned against the railing beside Jen, while city lights shimmered below them. They had been talking for hours. Now the conversation had grown quiet. Jimin glanced at her. She was staring out at the skyline, lost in thought. He suddenly felt nervous. Jen, she turned. Yes, can I try something that sounds mysterious? He stepped closer, close enough that their shoulders touched. His voice dropped to a soft whisper. I think I've been falling in love with you slowly. Her eyes widened. How slowly? Jimin smiled. Every time you smile at me, he gently lifted her. Taehyung, the sudden moment. City lights reflected in the puddles after the rain. Kim Taeyang and Yen was walking down the sidewalk when he suddenly stopped. She turned back. Why did you stop? Taeyang stared at her like he had just discovered something important. I think I figured something out. That sounds serious. He stepped closer, tightening his head slightly as he studied her face. I think you are my favorite person. Her cheeks turned pink and I think I want. She hesitated for only a second before whispering, then do it. They didn't waste another moment. Jungkook, the jealous realization. The party was loud and crowded. Jungkook leaned against the wall, his eyes following Jen across the room. She was laughing with someone else, and he didn't like it at all. Before he could stop himself, he walked straight over. Hey, he said. Jen smiled. Jungkook, can I talk to you for a second? She followed him outside where the night air was cool and quiet. What's wrong? She asked. He ran a hand through his hair, clearly frustrated. I think I'm jealous. Her eyebrows lifted. Why? Because I didn't like seeing you with him. Her expression softened. Jungkook looked down for a moment before meeting her eyes again. I think it's because I like you more than I expected. Silence lingered. Then she smiled. That's good. Why? Because I like you too. Relief washed across his face instantly. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos.